Long has 4 swords that stand for fire, water, wind, and snow. His passive changes the elements on his primary and secondary sword, and each basic attack deals damage to the main target and a secondary target nearby. When he uses skills 1, 2, or 3, they stack Dragon Soul marks and enhance his next basic attack, the effect of which are affected by the number of marks he has. Each enhanced basic attack expends all marks. His first sword controls the powerful Fire Dragon Soul and is his main damage output, dealing physical and true damage to 3 enemies within range and giving him a Dragon Soul mark. This skill places the Fire Dragon Soul on his primary sword, and the enhanced basic attack deals physical and true damage. Basic attacks deal additional damage when the Fire Dragon Soul is on the primary sword, and they deal further damage if the Fire Dragon Soul is on both swords. His second sword has powerful recovery effects, dealing damage to 3 enemies within range and restoring his health on hit. This skill places the Water Dragon Soul on his primary sword, and enhanced basic attacks restore health. Basic attacks restore health and mana when the Water Dragon Soul is on the primary sword, and they restore more health if the Water Dragon Soul is on both swords. His third sword deals damage and knocks back 3 enemies within range, and he gains a speed up effect as soon as the skill is used. This skill places the Wind Dragon Soul on his primary sword, and enhanced basic attacks knocks another enemy back. He gains a movement speed bonus when the Wind Dragon Soul is on the primary sword, and gains more movement speed bonus if the Wind Dragon Soul is on both swords. The fourth sword is his protection skill. He transforms a dragon and becomes untargetable, and ignores terrain, but cannot attack. Use the skill again to dive, dealing damage and slowing enemies on the path. Upon landing, he deals damage and places dread on the enemies, and gains attack speed and range for a short period of time. His swords will attack up to 2 nearby targets. Maximize Long's damage output with this skill combo. First, use skill 3 to gain 1 Dragon Soul mark. Then use skill 1 to gain 2 Dragon Soul marks. Next, cast his ultimate to lock in the Dragon Soul marks and use the skill's terrain ignoring effect to fly into the battlefield. Then use the second phase of Long's ultimate to dive towards the enemy's position, slowing them. After landing, hit the enemy with an enhanced basic attack for burst damage, after which use skill 3 to knock back the enemy and gain 1 Dragon Soul mark. Follow up with skill 1 for more damage and to stack 3 Dragon Soul marks. Execute another enhanced basic attack to finish off the enemy. If your health is low, switch to the Water Dragon Soul using skill 2 and use an enhanced basic attack to restore your health. Start the match with skill 1 to clear the lane quickly using the high damage from having 2 stacks of fire marks. At level 2, learn skill 2 to increase endurance and fight using the water mark during laning to poke enemies while restoring health. At level 3, he gains crowd control and support with wind marks. After unlocking the ultimate at level 4, his survivability and damage are increased. When in danger, use the ultimate to become untargetable and quickly leave the battle while ignoring terrain. He is on the squishy side, so he should be in the back during teamfights, poking enemies using his swords. Find opportunities to use skills 3 and 1 to stack marks and kill enemies with the enhanced basic attacks. When faced with multiple enemies, use skills 1 and 3 to stack marks and change his primary sword to wind, and use skill 3 and enhanced basic attacks to knock enemies back, pulling away from them with high movement speed. When at low health, use skills 1 and 2 to stack marks and change his primary sword to water. Then hit multiple targets and use the enhanced basic attacks to restore health. Long should try to stay alive and level up during the early game, because he doesn't have any protection skills before level 4. Use positioning carefully and change marks to clear minion waves while poking enemies. After his equipment is ready, he can be bolder and deal damage as long as his ultimate is available. When he is drawing enemy fire, he can protect himself with the ultimate or work with teammates to counterattack. As a comprehensive marksman, he can also pull the enemy's formation apart with teammates.
I've no need for this power anymore. Your armor's no match for my fire! Come, ride the greatest wave with me!